award-winning scholar whose work focuses on higher education policy, organization, and leadership, the impact of higher education on key stakeholders, and the development of higher education in various national contexts. He has authored dozens of journal articles, book chapters, and research reports, and has served on several editorial boards for several top journals. He has received more than, listen to this, 62 million in funding for his work from agencies and foundations such as the National Science Foundation, the United States Agency for International Development, the Treffler Foundation, Ford Foundation, Nellie Mae Educational Foundation. I could go on. Internationally, he has provided leadership for projects in countries such as Malawi in Africa. That's why he is part of our Africa Scholars Forum. He's a member. China, Russia, Palestine, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. Dr. Berger also served as the chair of the Global Higher Education and Research Initiative for the Worldwide Universities Network, and he has been honored with several national awards for his scholarship from associations such as the Association for the Study of Higher Education, the American College Personnel Association, the National Association for Student Personnel Administrators, and the Phi Kappa Phi National Honor Society. One more little part, just have to do justice here. Dr. Berger has nearly 20 years of a strategic academic leadership experience in which he has been instrumental in developing innovative academic programs, enhancing faculty development, improving opportunities for inclusive student success, building improved administrative infrastructures, and promoting sponsored research, cultivating mission-driven fundraising, engaging community partners, promoting international collaboration, and championing social justice. That is why he is our provost. Provost Berger, please, could you provide closing remarks for this conference? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kiki. That was very kind introduction. I am really honored and humbled to be here. The Second International Colloquium on African Studies is a really important international conference that UMass Boston is really proud to be a partner with. And we're proud of it, and it's important to me personally because this is the kind of work that represents the very values that drive our work, not only as a university, but as scholars and as leaders in the pursuit of social justice. So there's three themes that I'd like to focus on in reflecting upon the purpose of this colloquium. And those are the themes of visibility, voice, and choice. That to make Africa and African studies and the wealth of humanity, knowledge, culture that comes out of Africa and that permeates our world is incredibly important. To raise the visibility, particularly in institutions like ours, higher education institutions have been historically developed. As somebody who studies them and who has devoted my life to higher education and its development, are historically exclusive institutions. And so for us to look at how we can transcend, right, what's been in our DNA, and a lot of the work that I have done around the world and that I work with colleagues here at UMass Boston and elsewhere on, is how we can create new systems of higher education that give greater both visibility to the populations, cultures, individuals that have not had visibility or voice in higher education is incredibly important. So to have a conference that puts Africa at the center of who we are, all of us, and the influences and contributions of Africa and Africans and the African diaspora is far too infrequent in the traditional academic world. And so I am so pleased that we are able to play a small part in beginning, right, to even further elevate the importance of this. In addition to giving visibility and voice, I also want to talk a little bit about choice, right? So Amartya Sen, the Nobel laureate economist, has a theme throughout his writings that focuses on the ways in which that, for example, economics, and I could talk about other social sciences, are not inherently about, right, merely the production, distribution, and consumption of material, goods, services, and wealth, but really economics, those are proxies. Economics are about choice. And at its heart, when we look at human interaction and the structures that we build, what are the ways that we enable and constrain choice? Choice on what opportunities do we have, how we can fulfill our own destinies through the choices that we're able to make with equitable constraints and equitable opportunities. And coming out of that, right, we have choices to make as we help others to make choices about what it is that we wish to give visibility and voice to. And so having a colloquium that focuses on African studies, in addition to the other good work that we do through our centers and our institutes and our departments and our academic programs and our institutions, is incredibly important. So I applaud all of you for contributing to the visibility, the voice, and the choices that you have made to focus on this very important work. And the ways in which we transcend our continents, our nations, our organizations, our disciplines is incredibly important to be able to truly appreciate, recognize, reciprocally engage, and learn, not only about Africa and African studies, but about ourselves. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of this. I am looking forward to future colloquia and to our continued partnerships across our institutions and universities. Our partnership here with Boston University and UNAM is incredibly important, as are our individual partnerships and collaborations that transcend the particular organizations for which we belong and for which we work. So thank you very much. Congratulations on an incredible colloquium, and I am looking forward to future participation. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Provost Berger. Thank you so much for those really fascinating closing remarks. Thank you to my colleagues. I'm going to ask the technical coordinators to spotlight everyone I mentioned on the steering committee, because it is so important that we celebrate you and we thank you for this year and a half labor of love, really. For a year and a half ago, I think it was Hector, who inspired us all through Alicia to come together and collaborate around this conference. I saw the vision, as soon as he mentioned it. This would be a collaboration of Mexico engaging in African studies. That was fascinating for me. South Africa, I've always wanted to bring South Africa back in the fold. So really, excited about collaborating with UNAM, Johannesburg, and Boston, but not just UMass Boston, but the premier African Studies Center in the Northeast, really. It's Boston University's African Studies Center, headed at the time by Falun Gong, and of course, the real head, Eric Schmidt, who is the assistant director. What a fascinating collaboration. Folks, this was a really exciting, panel, conference, a range of different types of speakers and panelists ranging. I mean, really, I don't think I've seen any other conference bring the diversity of Africa to the table, in a single conference. So, I want to thank you so much. I want to name you, name everyone. Alicia, you may want to make some closing remarks yourself, but I want to thank you first. Vania, Vania is our arms, our legs. She brought this whole thing together for us in fascinating ways. Thank you, Vania. Jose Luis Moya, great meeting you through Zoom. Javier Sacristan, thank you. Jose Luis Vasquez, thank you as well. Benjamin, who is on our side of the fence, director of UNAM. Thank you so much, Benjamin. Hector Zavala, who knew we would pull this off? Thank you, Hector. Keto Swan, my partner in crime. Is he here today? The director of the William Trotter Institute of Black Culture. A fascinating panel that you put together, Keto. Gifty, what would I do without the gift of Gifty? Gifty de Borders, yes, thank you so much, Gifty. You came through for us. Thank you so much. We've got Arturo Mendoza. I'm coming to see you in South Africa soon. He might have gone to bed because it's late in South Africa now. But thank you, Arturo. And David Ruiz, it was really nice to meet you. Eric Schmidt, another partnership, Eric. Look at that. We did ASA the other day. Now we're doing this. Many more to come. And my brother, Falu Ngom, is he here? He's gone to bed. Okay, Falu Ngom. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, steering committee. Should I end this, Alicia, or should I hand it over to you to make final remarks?
Just only a few words. I think we have been working a lot, and we have done a very good friendship, very close through our institutions. And well, we hope to continue working in this, especially in Africa. We need to decolonize, as it was. Now we have to learn more. We have to read more. We have to rewrite the story of Africa. And thank you to our authorities that have been very helpful to give everything for us, not our everything. Well, I don't have words to finish this, Kiki. Thank you very much. Thank you to Paolo. And well, we must see in presence, maybe in 2 years, or in any place of the globe. Okay, thank you very much. And
Mexico City.
In Mexico City. Thank you. And congratulations to everybody.
Yes.
It was fascinating. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All my love.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend. Good night, and see you next time.